inaugurated by an oath of a brighter future as the new leaders get ready to be invested. The virtue of responsibility inculcated in the children during the school years remains with them throughout their lives and makes them responsible citizens of the nation. Good morning everyone and a very warm welcome to our annual investiture ceremony of the Junior Student Council for the academic year 2026-27. It's a very special day when we honor and invest our student leaders who will guide our school community in this year. Their dedication, hard work and commitment to excellence are an inspiration to all of us. It is our honor and privilege to have Ms. Vitika Yadav, who is an international development and education leader, social innovator and advocate for children and young people. Over the course of her career, ma'am has worked across education, child participation, gender equality and anti-slavery initiatives. She is the founder of Teamwork, India's comprehensive life skills resource hub. Title or a designation. It's about impact, influence and inspiration. Impact involves getting results. Influence is about spreading the passion you have for your work and touching the hearts of those around you. And these lines are so true for a leader who has the confidence to stand for the decisions. A warm and heartfelt welcome to our beloved headmistress, ma'am, Ms. Amrita Malhotra. We learn, but values determine who we become. The Gurukul gave us roots and technology ने हमें उड़ान के नए पंख दिए. One gave us wisdom and values and innovation and endless possibilities. And perhaps the true journey of education lies in bringing the two together. From roots to rise, let us witness the beautiful evolution of education through the vibrant language of dance.
ये वो आदर्श है जिससे हम आपका आने वाला कल बनाते हैं।
सुनो घंटी बजी स्कूल की, चलो स्कूल तुमको पुकारे। पल 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 रोशनी जो मिली स्कूल की, जगमगाओगे तुम बनके तारे।
सुनो घंटी बजी स्कूल की, चलो स्कूल तुमको पुकारे। पल पल रोशनी जो मिली स्कूल की, जगमगाओगे तुम बनके तारे।
गुरुकुल परंपरा शिक्षा का एक प्राचीन भारतीय दर्शन रहा है जो ज्ञान और चरित्र निर्माण पर केंद्रित है और हम इसी आधार पर बच्चों के विकास और निर्माण के लिए हमेशा कार्यरत रहते हैं।
ऊंचे रहे जो तेरे कद से इरादे, तो ये फलक मगरूर
an inclusive education system by enabling students to access information effectively.
हम दीप शिक्षा के जगमगाएंगे जगमगाएंगे जग में। Parents, can we cheer up for our students? हम मिटाएंगे जग में। हम दीप शिक्षा के जगमगाएंगे
A child at one stage of their life as their age reflects a radiance of pure love and their eye elevates calmness and serenity. Even a slight curve by our lips draws an invitation indicating a grand welcome to the audience. We would like to request our respected Principal Ma'am to please welcome the gathering. Please come.
It's really a pleasure, and I was just sharing with Amrita how fortunate these children are, that how involved parents, grandmothers and grandfathers they have, who have come on a working day to cheer them up. So let's clap very loudly for all of you here. Can you arrange? Investiture happens to be one of my favorite functions in the school calendar, because it's really a pleasure to see these little children grow up into young leaders, ready to take on responsibility, ready to lead others by example, ready to portray themselves as models of discipline, responsibility, and you should see them how they man behaviors of others. So this is really appreciable. So let's clap very loudly for all the children and all the teachers who trained them so well that they have come onto this stage. The very fact that they are standing here to face an audience like this in itself is an achievement. And you'll see them sing, perform, dance, speak and do whatnot. So we are very happy to be having a team of teachers who work very hard with these children. And we have some very noble examples before them. At the outset, I would like to welcome our chief guest for the day, Ms. Ritika Yadav, who is in herself a great achiever, and you will see her shortly when she addresses the students and when she talks to them, how motivated children are going to feel, receiving these honors from her. Such moments are very important, and it is very important for children to see you sharing their moments of glory. So, the school doesn't have a magic wand that we wave over these children and overnight we repair. Currently what we are doing as parents also and as educators also, largely we are repairing children. We are not bringing them up. Repairing. Why? Because the influences that children have over them today are too heavy and too disastrous sometimes for them even to fathom or understand what and where the world is going to. You read the newspapers every day, you see the media, you see the news, you see reels, you see so many things. The influence that children have over them. Day in and day out, what we are trying to do is to undo these influences. And many a times we fail. Many a times we fail even as teachers, as educators, as parents, as grandparents. We are not successful. So, what it is, you will see through our education here, how teachers and how the team tries to inculcate these values in children in very subtle manner. Each program that you see here, each item that children will perform on the stage, and that all the activities are geared towards bringing them, face to face with what uprightness is, what honesty is, what integrity is, what it is to stand in the face of all kinds of temptations which life is going to present to them. How is it that they are not going to lose their ground? How is it that they will... I remember an incident that happened some years ago. I went to class 11th and I asked children, I said, how many of you have mobile phones? And all the children raised hands. And then I asked, is there anyone who doesn't have a mobile phone? And there was one little girl sitting at the back, she raised her hand. And I asked her, I said, how is it that you don't have one? The answer that she gave me, she says, ma'am, because at school stage, I never felt the need to have one. So, this is what it is, the ability to be different. Sometimes, one is scared to be different. I remember when I was a student and when the entire class would plan a mass bunk, there's one boy in the class who would say that, no, I will attend the class. So all respect to such children who maintain their individuality in the face of all temptations, who stand to their ground, and hats off to the parents and teachers who are teaching these values to children. Now when we say that there's a lot of digital influence on children, that no child can survive without a mobile phone, what is it that we are doing as parents? Day in and day out, we are with our phone in front of them. Isn't it? Whether you're working from home, whether you are a working parent, whether you are an office goer, whether you're even a homemaker, every time you're free, the child would see you with a phone. So he feels it's okay. I have a granddaughter who is about 2 years old, and I told my daughter and son-in-law, they are both doctors, that whenever you come in the evening, whatever it may be, from 6:30 to 9:30, we'll all hide our mobile phones. So if the phones are not in view, the child has nothing better to do, because she knows that, my parents are not working. If they were night duty, they'll sit in a separate room with the phone. So we'll stop showing her the phone. She doesn't see the phones around. So if she doesn't see, because earlier I remember there used to be a ruckus whenever we would take the phone from her. So now we realize the phone has to be out of sight. Right? And half an hour, you have to discipline children from a very young age. And half an hour off TV, and that too after she's had her food, whatever she wants to eat. So half an hour is permitted, and then it is sleep time for TV. Just as she sleeps, the TV also has to do nini. That is what we tell her. Right? So these are simple things where we have to train. I know it's very hard, I know it is very difficult, because the kind of influences that children see, the peer pressure, the friends, but you see, sometimes I dread the fact that these children are going to grow up into a world where an iPhone is a be-all and end-all of your existence, where when I was seeking admission for my elder daughter, I went to modern school Barakamba Road thinking that it is so far supposedly the best. And when I went to the principal of her play school where she was going to, I remember the principal told me one thing. She says, if you have about 5 lakh rupees to spare for your child's first birthday, then you should go for this school. Because children celebrate their birthdays on farmhouses. And if you don't do it, your child is never going to excuse you. So we are middle class parents. We have to bring up our children in such a manner that they are grounded. That they know the value of money. When my daughter was very small, I took her to a play store one day, and her fancy caught hold of a toy, and we had so many stuffed toys, and she said, "No, I want to buy it." I said, "No, we are not going to buy it." And just as normal children do, she lay on the ground and started howling, and I walked out of the store. So she had no choice but to follow me after some time, and I did not speak to her, she did not speak to me. After 5 minutes she held my hand and she asked me, "Mom, why did we not buy that toy? Don't you have money?" I said, "Yes, I have money." "Then what is the purpose of money?" "The purpose of money is to spend it." I told her, "Yes, but spend on things that we need first. Currently we don't need this soft toy because there are so many soft toys in your room." So if you explain to children in such manner, all their needs and wants cannot be and should not be met. It's okay to have a no sometimes. It's okay to accept that. Why is it that children commit suicides even after attaining all kinds of positions, after being in the merit list? Because failure is one thing, or having a no from somebody is something that there's no life skill that we as parents give them, or impart this kind of training in them, that it's okay to fail sometimes. It's okay not to succeed. Life won't be fair every time. In spite of being talented, in spite of being very, very intelligent, in spite of being highly placed, you will not get everything that you deserve or everything that you want. So, it's okay sometimes to face a defeat. It's okay sometimes to be beaten by a friend. It's okay sometimes to be cheated by somebody, because all these are valuable life lessons that teach us so many things. So without taking much of your time, I think I'll reserve this sermonizing for some other day when children are not waiting to perform, and I'll give the stage to the children. Once again, I thank you all for your very gracious presence, and thank you, ma'am, for being here. And we expect you to give some very valuable insights to these young children. Thank you, and thank you to my most wonderful team. Shall we clap very loudly for them?
With courage in your heart and wisdom in your mind, you stand before us, a leader true and kind. The mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders, a challenge to rise as your potential unfolds.
Lead with compassion, guide with a steady hand, inspire your peers and help them understand the power of unity, the strength of a team as you strive to make our school's vision a dream.
May your journey be filled with triumph and grace as you leave your mark on this sacred place. For in your hands the future now resides, a legacy of leadership that forever abides.
The investiture ceremony is not just the bestowing of titles and responsibilities, it's the celebration of potential, the recognition of capability, and the commitment to a journey of growth and excellence. It's a platform to recognize and instill a sense of pride and accountability among the recipients. Delegation of responsibility and empowering children not only teaches them lifelong skills of being potent and caring at the same time, but also helps in their holistic development. Dear audience, presenting to you the Junior Student Council. Boy, Shania Rajvedya, Head Girl, Gaurav Sharma, Deputy Head Boy, Amira Sharma, Deputy Head Girl. School captains Vihan, Edwin Chaudhary, Samina Chauhan, Anaya Bajaj, Shivanya, Ayan Sasish, Tanya Shikha. Advokate, School Marshal Agya Bhattacharya, Myra Chaudhary, their parents keep cheering them. William Singhal, Parth Gulati, Mehdi Rajkumari, Jasmine Singh, Krishika and Krishnavi Coach. I now request the esteemed guest of the day, Ms. Vitika Yadav, and the school principal, Ms. Ruchi Gandhi, escorted by the vice principal and school headmistress, Ms. Amrita Malhotra, to kindly come on the stage for handing over the badges and the new responsibilities. A badge is not a symbol of power, it's a symbol of responsibility. For us, a team that's bound to rise. Please continue your class. Dear children, may your badge remind you that every privilege comes with a responsibility to serve. They are made by hard effort, which is a prize which one has to pay to achieve their goal. Their parents keep cheering louder. Today you receive a badge. Tomorrow let your actions give meaning to it. Congratulations.
That I will discharge my duties as member of Prefectorial Board to the best of my ability and with a fair sense of judgment. The honor, pride, and prestige of my school will always come first. I will always strive to project the best image of the school at all forums. I solemnly assure that I will follow the precepts of leadership by example, and it will be my constant endeavor to uphold the ethos and values for which the school has been instituted.
Supported every step of the journey. Today we take a moment to celebrate some very special mothers, the mothers of our students who have gone an extra mile for our school and their children. I request our school principal ma'am, Mrs. Gandhi, and our headmistress ma'am to please felicitate all the mothers. I also request our vice principal ma'am and senior headmistress ma'am to please come and felicitate all the mothers.
So the mothers will be coming up. It's not that you are any way less. You all are equally precious for us. But some of them have walked an extra mile. So these mothers have been here almost for a week working with us. Yesterday also they were here with us till 5 p.m. So can we hear once for them?
We have Miss Manju Singh, mother of Bhumi, second day. Miss Pooja Sharma. Can we hear it louder, dear parents? Congratulations, ma'am. Miss Pooja Sharma, mother of Sehaj, 15. Thank you, ma'am. Miss Priyanka Singh, mother of Anushri, 5th C. Miss Lakshmi Khatir, mother of Aishwarya, 5th E. Dear parents, let's be a little louder. Miss Payal Sarkar, mother of Danisha and Dishani, 5th E. Sumant Chandna, mother of Vanidhar, second D. Can we hear it loudly for all our mothers? Congratulations to all of you.
This year we are planning for certificate for the father roles. How does it sound?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
It is always, you see, a school and a teacher partnership along with the parents. Because if this partnership doesn't work, the child doesn't grow. So without your involvement, without your engagement, and your contribution at every step of the way, your children, sometimes you'll just see the smile on their face when they see you there. They'll cheer you, they'll wave at you. And if you're not there in these important moments, my children used to tell me you are a stepmom, you are never there. Even when the elder one graduated and got her MBBS degree, MD degree, I was not there. And she says, you are busier than doctors, most of them have nursing homes and they were standing outside from morning till afternoon. But somehow with our own children we can take these liberties, but I advise you not to take such liberties with this generation, because these children are never going to forgive you if you are not present in their moments of glory. And for a child to be just standing here in itself is a moment of glory. So let us remember that, and your engagement and your involvement with them will evolve them into, and especially the involvement of the grandparents, the grandmothers, the grandfathers, the kind of stories, the kind of important life lessons that you give them unknowingly every day is something that children are never going to forget. And I'm very much happy to see that all of you could come here today to witness this performance. Thank you so much once again.
Sushmita ma'am, you were on leave yesterday. Everything all right? What happened?
Oh yes, Himanshi, one of my relatives became a victim of cybercrime. She received a call from someone pretending to be a bank official. They told her that her account would be blocked unless she completes an urgent verification.
Oh, and then?
She panicked. The caller asked for the OTP and she received on her phone. Unfortunately, she shared it.
Oh no, and we all know that an OTP should never be shared with anyone.
Exactly, and within minutes, Himanshi, money was withdrawn from her account.
That's not an isolated incident, Sushmita ma'am. The numbers are very alarming.
Exactly, that's why 1930 is so important. If someone becomes a victim of financial cyber fraud, they should report it immediately through the cyber fraud helpline.
Because prevention is even better than recovery. And standing now before us are our little cyber safety ambassadors, students as young as 6 to 8 years old. These young minds are going to deliver a message that is far bigger than their age. Through their Nukkad Natak, they will show us how easily we can fall in a cyber trap, and more importantly, how awareness can protect us. Can we hear it once for our students, dear parents? Thought-provoking presentation. A very big round of applause, everyone. Because a careless click can cost us dearly, but awareness can protect us from becoming a victim. Moving ahead, we are truly honored to have with us our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Vitika Yadav, whose gracious presence has added warmth and dignity to the special event. I now request ma'am to kindly grace the stage and address the gathering. Please, ma'am.
Good morning, Namaskar. And aspire to have a very successful career where technology is imminent, it is supposed to be a part of our lives. But he has navigated his childhood, and I'm not going to take the credit for that solely, but maybe I'll take a little bit of credit because I think being a parent who was mindfully there in spite of having a very busy job, traveling the world and just trying to be present when I was, has done something for my child. It was also recognizing that if we create spaces for children to be able to understand what they truly enjoy, it is possible to direct their energies in a direction where they can really thrive. My son has done exceptionally well in sports, but that is also because he was interested, he was passionate about sports, and if you ask me academically, he's an average child. But the struggles that I think most of the parents speak about today of child not, really concentrating, being online all the time, is different for me, because I have actually struggled to tell my child that maybe now that you are going out for your tournaments, I would like you to have a mobile phone so that I don't have to come and pick you every time, and I can book you a cab and you can be a little bit more independent. So my journey has been a little bit different, but I'm not the unique one. There are many more parents like me, and I think the behavior that my child modeled was the fact that I never lost track of my interest and my hobbies. I'm extremely enthusiastic about sports. I play tennis, I play basketball, and no matter what happens in the world, I will never miss it any single day. I'm very disciplined about it. I'm very disciplined about following up with my Kathak. I'm a Kathak dancer as well. Time is a limitation, but making sure that the child in me and the enthusiasm around things that I want to do, which is about feeling, about emotions, about really being out there and socializing with real people, I never lost touch with that. And I realized my child has modeled that behavior. He's extremely social. He doesn't get bored. He's grown up in a big city in Gurgaon, lived here, but you can leave him in a village anywhere, and he's traveled for some serious investigation work with me to border areas, not knowing where my mother will be, and he has just kind of learned to be there in an environment which can be extremely challenging because children are used to a certain life, and these life skills are extremely important. I work right now in 59 countries, from the well-resourced classrooms in the Netherlands, in Belgium and Germany, to children in Gaza, to children in Kakuma refugee camp in Kenya, and we are working on what future of education and what the future of world would look like. And what is drastically different is that we are not training children to be successful professionally. Because, well, if you just look at the statistics around the world, and let's look at the statistics in India, professional success does not mean real success in life alone. You see a lot of people who are successful professionally, but personally, there is something that is missing, and that is leading to a lot of issues in their personal lives, because we never focus on what is well-being really look like, what is overall well-being. And we are not alone in this world. You're part of a community, a society. If you're not kind, if you don't learn to empathize, if you're not collaborating, if you're not connecting with somebody who's from a different background, from a different place, there's always going to be limited exposure and limited learning. So our children really need to have these skills, and these skills are not just about stepping away from technology, but understanding that this is a difficult world for our children, right? The technology companies have zero accountability when it comes to what they have thrown in our children's lives and around us, especially as adults as well, right? Like, we are using technology all the time. There's hardly a moment when you're away from technology, so you have to be very mindful about it. So it's almost like unlearning, and we have to accept that as adults we're not doing everything right, and that's the hard part. We are often coming across to our children as, we are going to give you the orders, we're going to tell you what is the right thing to do, but it is important that we model that behavior for our children. When we speak of technology, we were only struggling with social media platforms, and now AI is in their lives, it is in our lives. Understanding that this technology has the power to, solve your problem, answer a question in seconds, can be a thrilling experience, and everybody wants to experiment with technology, but really training them to think about the fact that these technologies are working on past knowledge. There's nothing more creative than a human mind, and AI, no matter what, can never ever replace creativity. And for that creative zone to be switched on, it is important that parents recognize that, because teachers alone cannot do all the work. It is important that there is a sense of responsibility that is set in the minds of children, which make them understand that there is absolutely nothing in this world that can replace creativity. I also say this with some sort of experience, because there are many schools, many countries. We are working currently and one of the first global projects in 3 countries, in Netherlands, in Belgium and in Portugal, to start with a program where we are working with children and working with teachers to look at AI and creativity, not from the perspective that, oh, you shouldn't be using it, but acknowledging that while you find it exciting, there are serious issues and problems with it, and how to ensure that the human creativity always stays alive, and the fact that the biggest problems in the world today, the environmental and social issues, are not going to ever be solved by technology unless and until you use your creativity to use technology in the right way. And for that, you need to be able to empathize, you need to be able to think, you need to be able to connect, you need to be able to feel the emotions. Technology is not going to do that on its own. And the fact that technology is probably trying to make you believe that we are understanding you, it's not doing that. It is working on past knowledge that somebody has fed into it. And there is a serious problem with it. Of course, I wish there could have been much more accountability that would be expected of technology and technological companies, but my hope is with children, because they're going to be the future designers, the scientists. They're also going to choose how the technology will be designed and used in future. So I think giving them that power of imagination and keeping them alive is very, very important. Train them to be happy, healthy human beings who would always believe in their creativity first, and who would have a seat on the table as leaders, as scientists, as inventors, who can use technology or think of technology or train technology or change technology to benefit human beings and not replace it. Thank you.
In a world where a screen is often the first thing we reach for in the morning and the last thing we look at before going to sleep, perhaps it is time to pause and look up. Because beyond every screen lies a world waiting to be explored. A world of sunshine, friendships, music, laughter, nature, and real connections. Technology may connect us to the world with just a click, but there's a whole beautiful world waiting beyond the screen. So our next presentation is a gentle reminder to step away from the virtual world and rediscover the magic of real one. Presenting our young choir and a soulful music presentation, Screen ke aage bhi duniya hai. Can we hear it once? very important.
Go ahead.
What's the one thing every kid on the planet knows but grown-ups still struggle with?
Let me guess. Any guesses, parents? Any guesses? Himanshi, I think, is it the Wi-Fi password?
Oh yes, gone are the days when the school bell rang and the children sprinted out like superheroes, racing home to play. Now the moment they get home, it's Mama, what's the Wi-Fi password? Have you changed it?
True. Remember when evenings meant cycling races, hide and seek, and scraped knees from running too fast?
Now evenings mean something else entirely. A cozy corner, a glowing screen, and someone's thumb scrolling all the exercise.
But let's be fair, technology is amazing. It teaches us, connects us, entertains us.
Absolutely. The problem isn't the screen itself. The real question is how much, when, and how.
Actually, Himanshi, just 5 more minutes has a sneaky way of becoming an hour. And 1 hour turns into 2. And somewhere between video number 1 and video number 47, childhood quietly slips out the back door. The laughter with friends, the muddy shoes, the family game nights, all waiting outside, wondering where everyone went.
So today, our student brings you a story with a message close to every home. A story that asks us to put up the phone down, look up and remember what we might be missing. So for the next few minutes, let's give us our eyes a break from the screens and give our hearts a treat instead. Please welcome our students with a big round of applause for their heartfelt Hindi presentation.
स्क्रीन के पार बचपन की पुकार.
अरे क्या हुआ? तुम्हारा मूड क्यों ऑफ है? अरे कुछ नहीं, वही मम्मी की सेम बात, फोन कम यूज करो, गेम मत खेलो, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. मुझे तो ऐसा लगने लगा है हम लोग गुड फॉर नथिंग. हाँ सच में, वी आर गुड फॉर नथिंग.
Good for nothing now. Na 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 nothing. पापा कहते थे ऐसा काम करेगा, बड़ा हो के मुझको तो बदनाम करेगा. पापा कहते थे ऐसा काम करेगा, बेटा बड़ा हो के मुझको तो बदनाम करेगा. जिंदगी यूं तो खुली सड़क है, सड़क पे ना ट्रैफिक जाम करेगा. पापा कहते थे ऐसा काम करेगा, बड़ा हो के मुझको तो बदनाम करेगा. परंतु ओ बेटा तू भी अजब है जंतु, क्योंकि तेरा तरीका सारे जहां से अलग ढलक सही को भी गलत करेगा. जो तेरे ही माफ तेरी सुबह की गलती, तू तो उस भोर में ठीक उसी शाम करेगा. मेरे पापा कहते थे ऐसा काम करेगा, बेटा बड़ा होके मुझको तू बदनाम करेगा. Good for nothing, बोले ज़माना. Good for nothing, हमें बोले ज़माना. पलट के हमने ज़माने से कहा भाड़ में जाना. Good for nothing, बोले ज़माना.
राहुल, प्रियंका, खाना तैयार है. जमाने में खूब सारे गेम्स खेलते थे, लेकिन घर के अंदर नहीं, घर के बाहर। क्या क्या गेम्स खेलते थे माँ? आओ तुम्हें बताऊं।
मटर गैस की खुली सड़क में तकड़ी तड़क भड़क में ओले गिरे सुलगते से सड़क में छिपरी न थी बगल में आया ही ना अकल में कि भागे हम अभी ये हम अकड़ में जो सोचा फिर गिरा हुआ है जो सुनाना हो चाहे जनाना या मर्दाना हो
मम्मी तो कुछ भी बोलती रहती है, पर उनको कौन बताए। उनके और हमारे जमाने में जमीन आसमान का अंतर है। मैं तो अपना फेवरेट शो बिग लॉस देखूंगी।
किसी से पंगा तो किसी से यारी, मैं मटक के आती तुम्हारी गाली। ढक ढक दौड़ेगा दिल सब शाम, रात में नींद न दिन में आराम। खोपड़ी की movement में दिलों की statement में न profit है न hello।
हेलो, नमस्कार, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल, केम छो? तो कैसे हैं आप लोग? मैं हूं आप सबका भाईजान और आप सब देख रहे हैं हमारा शो बिग लॉस, जहां हर कोई स्क्रीन टाइम में व्यस्त है। जैसे कि आप सबको पता है, बढ़ता जा रहा है एआई का उपयोग, जिसकी वजह से बढ़ रहा है एआई का दुरुपयोग। बच्चे होते जा रहे हैं डिस्ट्रैक्ट और स्क्रीन से हो रहे हैं अट्रैक्ट। मुझे तो बहुत फिक्र हो रही है, आने वाले समय में कहीं हम इंसानी रोबोट ही ना बन जाएं, जहां ना इमोशन हो और ना अटैचमेंट।
सन 2124, 22वीं सदी में आपका स्वागत है। एआई की दुनिया, जहां अब लोग इंसानों से ज्यादा रोबोट्स पर विश्वास करने लगे।
यहाँ भी कुछ ऐसा ही हाल है। तो चलो देखते हैं आज हमारे बिग लॉस के घर में क्या क्या चल रहा है।
सुबह 8 बजे।
वाओ, आज का चैलेंज #पोज विद स्टाइल। स्कूल जाते वक्त भी स्टाइलिश रहना है। #स्मार्ट बचपन। क्या अंकिता ने ये चैलेंज मुझसे पहले कर लिया? मुझे अब नया बनाना पड़ेगा। स्कूल बस भी आ गई। ऐसा करती हूँ, स्कूल से आकर बनाती हूँ। कितना वेट करना पड़ेगा यार।
अल्फा 1 कम इन कवर दो। अरे रिवाइव कर।
उठो बेटा, कितनी देर हो गई है, नहीं तो ड्राइवर अंकल चले जाएंगे। मम्मी मैंने नहीं स्कूल जाना, हाइब्रिड क्लासेस चल तो रही है, मैं मोबाइल से क्लास ले लूंगी। नहीं नहीं, तुम्हें स्कूल जाना पड़ेगा। वहाँ पे स्कूल में कितनी सारी चीजें हैं सीखने की, वहाँ से भी तो कुछ सीख सकती हो ना। नहीं मम्मी, मैं नहीं जाऊंगी।
सुबह ये उठा देते हैं, मुझको फिर नहला देते हैं, नहला के यूनिफॉर्म ये जल्दी ब्रेकफास्ट करवा देते हैं। बात सुनो आज घर से बाहर पैर नहीं मारा मैं, आज जो भी हो जाए मम्मा स्कूल नहीं जाना मैं, आज जो भी हो जाए मम्मा स्कूल नहीं जाना मैं, स्कूल नहीं जाना।
अब भैया समय के साथ चलना तो पड़ेगा, कॉम्पिटिटिव जमाना है, पढ़ना तो पड़ेगा। इसलिए मैं भी बना रहा हूँ अपना एक चैनल जहाँ।
अरे बंद करो ये बिग लॉस। तुम्हें दीदी के घर भी तो जाना है ना, ग्रुप स्टडीज के लिए। अरे दीदी तो है ही नहीं, चलो थोड़ी देर रील स्क्रॉल कर लेते हैं। अरे आद्या, तुम्हारा नेटवर्क आ रहा है? मेरा तो नहीं आ रहा नेटवर्क। ओह माय गॉड, अब कैसे सरवाइव करूंगी इतनी देर? हम चैट कैसे करेंगे? ओह माय गॉड।
अरे शांत, क्या हो गया ऐसा भाई? इतनी जोर से आवाजें क्यों लगा रहे हो गॉड को?
दीदी वो डेड हो गया।
व्हाट? डेड? कौन?
उनके नाम नहीं हुआ करते दीदी, ब्रांड हुआ करते हैं, ब्रांड
है।
हाँ दीदी, उनके नाम से ज्यादा उनका ब्रांड मायने रखता है।
हे भगवान, क्या पहेलियां बना रहे हो? साफ साफ बताओ ना जल्दी से।
इसका मोबाइल डेड हो गया दीदी, मोबाइल।
देखा आप सबने, कुछ ऐसा ही हाल है आज हम सबका। मोबाइल एंड मोबाइल से आने वाला ये ढेर सारा स्क्रीन टाइम, ना जाने क्या क्या लाने वाला है। लाओ अपना मोबाइल भी इधर दे दो। अब क्यों?
मेरा मोबाइल थोड़ी ही डेड हुआ है।
हाँ दीदी, ले लो अब इसका मोबाइल। मैं अकेले ही क्यों बोलूं?
मुझ पर ऐसा सितम।
वाह भाई वाह, सितम, इतना भारी वर्ड।
कल ही एक रील में सुना था दीदी, बहुत ही पेनफुल वीडियो थी। उसमें क्या होता है ना,
बस हाँ सब मालूम है। कहाँ से क्या सीखा है? फिलहाल लाइए अपना मोबाइल जमा करवाइए इधर।
दीदी पर
नो बार दो शाबाश, इधर लाओ। फिर मैं एक अच्छी सी एक्टिविटी बताऊंगी।
एक्टिविटी? हाँ डन।
चलो आओ शुरू करते हैं।
तो निकला धागा
7-8-year-olds, I think they deserve.
मैंने देखे सभी रंग दुनिया के, अरे हाँ ये दुनिया, ये दुनिया, ये दुनिया बड़ी रंगीली, हर रस्म नया है नशा इसके, अरे हाँ ये दुनिया, ये दुनिया, ये दुनिया बड़ी नशीली।
And we clap for their coordinations, expressions. 6 years, 7 years old, these children are.
ये किससे बोल रहे हो दीदी? अभी पता चल जाएगा।
नमस्कार बोले तो टाइम कम रहता है ना, इसलिए पहले ही हेलो एंड बाय बाय। माय नेम इज बाय बाय। और प्यार से मुझे कोई नहीं बुलाता, सब जल्दी में बुलाते हैं और कहते हैं लो आ गई तो बाय बाय कर। क्योंकि मैं हूँ तो बहुत स्मार्ट, इसलिए हर व्हाट बाय व्हेन का आंसर मेरे पास रहता ही रहता है। फिलहाल मेरे पास एक टाइम जो मैंने दे दिया है स्क्रीन को। अब आप बोलोगे कि मैं ये क्या बोल रही हूँ, बाय स्क्रीन टाइम। उफ़ो, स्क्रीन टाइम यानी हमारा वो समय जब मोबाइल फोन्स, टैबलेट्स, कंप्यूटर, टीवी और गेमिंग कंसोल जैसे प्राणियों को हम गिफ्ट में दे देते हैं। हाँ हाँ, यही सोच रहे हो ना आप कि ये सब हमारे प्राणी जैसे, क्योंकि बाकी प्राणी जैसे दोस्त, फैमिली और हमारे पेट्स, हम भी उनसे टाइम लेके इन्हें दे रहे हैं और इन्हें प्राणियों जैसे ही तो ट्रीट कर रहे हैं। अब एज अ रिटर्न गिफ्ट बदले में भी कुछ चाहिए ना, तो मिलता है ना बाबा। आंखों की थकावट, फोकस में कमी, ओबेसिटी और एक बहुत भारी सा वर्ड पता है, प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन, मतलब ढूंढ लेना डिक्शनरी में। और हाँ, बैग पे तो कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री मिलता ही मिलता है। और फोन चला चला के तो मैं भी थक गई। अब इतने में इतना ही मिलेगा ना। अब बाय बाय करती है सबको, बाय बाय। बार बार घर इतना स्ट्रेस क्यों दे गई दीदी?
हाँ दीदी, ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे स्क्रीन के आगे बैठना तो कोई डेंजर हो गया है।
हाँ बिल्कुल उस साइन की तरह। कॉशन, स्टे अलर्ट, सावधान। कॉशन तो है बच्चों, और अब अलर्ट होने का टाइम आ चुका है। इतना ज्यादा बढ़ता हुआ स्क्रीन टाइम हमें कितना कुछ नेगेटिव दे रहा है रिटर्न में, और हमें पता भी नहीं चल रहा।
वैसे एक बात बताऊं, नेक पेन तो मुझे भी होता है।
दीदी मुझे तो अभी भी समझ नहीं आया कि हमारी गलती कहाँ पर है।
The number you have dialed is currently busy. Please try again later.
आ गए तुम लोग। मिलना चाहोगे मेरे साथियों से? तो देखो,
व्हाट्सएप ले लो, फेसबुक ले लो, स्नैपचैट ले लो, इंस्टाग्राम ले लो, 15 सेकंड के रील्स, 30 के रील, 10 रुपए के फॉलोअर्स ले लो। रस्ते कमाल सस्ते में ट्रेंडिंग में रहने के लिए 1 डजन हैशटैग ले लो।
हट्टा कट्टा मोबाइल है। ये मोबाइल यूं ही हट्टा कट्टा नहीं हुआ, इसने बहुत कुछ खाया पिया है। ये हाथ की घड़ी खा गया, समय नहीं लोगों के पास, ये लोगों का वक्त खा गया। ये टॉर्च लाइटें खा गया, इसने सैकड़ों मील की दूरियां भी हैं, इस मोबाइल ने तन्हाइयां भी हैं। ये मोबाइल किताबें खा गया, पड़ोस की दोस्ती मेल मिलाप खा गया। ये मोबाइल फोन यूं ही हट्टा कट्टा नहीं हुआ, इसने बहुत कुछ खाया पिया है। ये रिश्ते खा रहा है, 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 रिश्ते खा रहा है।
हम सारे मम्मी पापा से ये रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि अपने बच्चों को फोन की आदत ना डालें।
बच्चों को सिखाने के लिए खुद भी सीखना पड़ता है।
तो आप लोग कब सीखोगे?
अगर कोई हमसे ये पूछे कि where do you see yourself after 5 years, तो क्या लगता है अश्मिता जी, क्या जवाब आएगा?
5 साल बाद शायद आंखों के डॉक्टर के पास,
या फिर एक अच्छे से थेरेपिस्ट के पास।
हाँ, हो भी सकता है। और डरो मत बच्चों, बस आज समझ जाओगे तो ये नौबत ही नहीं आएगी। अश्मिता, आपने पूछा था ना कि क्या ही हो जाएगा? बेटा, बच्चों का बचपन खो जाएगा। बहुत ही खूबसूरत होता है ये बचपन। बाहर निकलो, पार्क जाओ, पेट के साथ खेलो, नेचर को महसूस करो। हाँ, टेक्नोलॉजी का सही इस्तेमाल साथ साथ खुद को अपडेट रखने के लिए करते रहो। समझ गई दीदी। अब आप देखना कि मैं अपने स्क्रीन टाइम को कैसे कंट्रोल करूंगी अब।
और मैं भी, प्रॉमिस दीदी।
I think my children have left enough food for thought. Yes or no? Yes. Can we take a pledge? Can I see your batteries on? I know we're again using the mobile, but then can I see your batteries on? That I will not use mobile phone from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. every day. I will give enough time to my child. Thank you so much. Let's hear hip hip hooray for Bal Bharti Bharti. Are you all set? Yes. I think half of the parents have left for refreshment. Louder. Let it resonate all across Dwarka. Hip hip hooray! One last time, the loudest. Hip hip hooray! Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Academics are equally important because when we talk about our children, we talk about holistic development. So when we talk about holistic development, we cannot leave academics. So now it's time that we pray to the Almighty that our children fare extremely well in exams. Are we all ready? Yes. Can we have the music please on the slide? Slide please.
Almost 250 plus students are here.
तुम लोग चुप क्यों हो गए? गाओ बच्चों, गाओ।
This is a galaxy of more than 500 stars. my children. Clap for them. You know something? You all were awesome on stage. Each one of you was amazing. You did it so well. I'm so proud of you all. You could manage your costumes, your properties, and you could all match each other's steps. I know I'm very proud of you all. But do you think I should call somebody on stage who trained you? Whom should I call on stage? All right, I've heard you. See, if you don't listen to me, I also don't listen to you. I've heard you. So you want me to call Sita Sangeeta ma'am first? Yes! Can I have Sita and Sangeeta ma'am on stage, please? Next, should I call the director of the play? Yes! Anuradha ma'am? Anuradha ma'am, please come on the stage. Who else? Nukkad Natak, whom should I call? Sapna ma'am. Please come, Sapna ma'am. For the music, whom should I call? Divyan sir, please come here. Where is Divyan sir? Ma'am and Sushmita ma'am for training the entire prefectural board. The announcers, Imanshi ma'am and Sushmita ma'am. My forever people who I trust on, Pooja Batra ma'am, Veenu ma'am, Kavita ma'am, Preeti Mehra ma'am, Karuna ma'am, please come. It's last minute I told her and say ye karna hai, देखो. And nevertheless, the teachers who are inside the classes. We all worked as a team. It is nobody who's worked more, nobody who's worked less. It's a team. We win as a team. We lose as a team. Thank you so much. Can we carefully take the children back to